Hello YouTube! Welcome back to Raygon Akashi. Today, I've got something new for you guys. So, today, if you guys have seen my very first video, it was a video on Crunker. Well, not on Crunker, there was Crunker footage. Today, I'm here in Crunker, but not the Crunker you typically know. This is the map editor, and here, I plan to make a map making video. I thought this would be a fun series to try and do. I will do just playing Crunker some, maybe. If you guys in the comments ask for it, then I may get that out faster, but at some point I will try and do it. But regardless, today here, what I want to do is make a video with the editor, because I don't feel like you see that at all on YouTube. I mean, there I'm going to actually look it up, but, you know, hopefully no one else does this, and if someone popular does it, watch me instead, because I'm better. Anyway, so, basically, I already have a goal in mind for the... Wait. I've already got a goal in mind. Okay, no. I've already got a goal in mind for what I'm... Whoa, what? Okay, I've already got a goal in mind for what I want to do today, which will include, well, I was about to say map making, that's pretty obvious. Okay, today what I want to do is make a kind of, so, if you have ever seen something like SAO, Sword Art Online, then you'll maybe remember at the start where you have the big old place, floating islands and stuff. I believe it was either first floor of Ironclad, or it may have been outside of the Ironclad. But I kind of want to do that. Just that. And in order to do this, I wanted to try and first get some... I am so sorry, I do not know why it's doing this to me. I wanted to get some good old assets created, which is going to be the main part of this video, because I feel like watching me put it all together and construct it would be a tad boring. Wow, that's a lot of letters. Wait. That would be a little bit too boring for me to post on YouTube, you know? So, it's going to mainly be asset creations, and I use time lapses way too much. But for this series format, there will be a time lapse of the construction. With that out of the way, I'm going... oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, I'm going for a kind of fantasy feel, so I want to get very purple in the sky. Enable that as well. So get like a real blue up top. I want to get like a real vibrant. Oh my. Okay, that's perfect. And then get like a misty purple almost. Well, that magenta blue, that... oh my, that works so well. Now that we've got that out of the way, we can go ahead and start creating more stuff, such as our assets. So, we want to go to basics, create cube, and basically here's what we're going to need. One, an island asset, because I want this to be a thing, or a map, created solely for the purpose of a no gravity full jump force map, because I don't know many maps that really do that, and so it should seriously help when trying to stand out amongst a whole ton of maps. And for that, we need an island, which is what I'm currently constructing. If you guys think this looks confusing, that's because I'm going from the top up. Anyway, I'm not going to make it too awfully detailed. I just plan to copy-paste this pretty much for the islands. I don't know how many I'll make, but hopefully this will turn out cool. Chances are it won't, and this is going to be just a meh-worthy map, but you know, you can always hope that it will turn out cool. Shift R. So, most of you guys watching probably don't know a lot about the Crunker editor, and since this is my first video on the Crunker editor, I shall go and explain it some. Wow, what a nice guy I am. Well, the Crunker editor does a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff, but it's horribly glitchy. If any of you have tried it, you probably just pulled out a plane and then got rid of it immediately because it worked horribly in test mode. Well, yeah, don't use those. They're stupid. What you want to use is these cubes. Cubes are beautiful because you can mold them and shift them around to your desires. And if you notice how I am switching so much between building this and then stretching it and moving it and stuff, that is using the shortcuts 1, 2, and 3, which translate, rotate, and scale. Man, now this is just full-blown tutorial mode. Let's go, I'm going ham on this. Okay, well, also, you'll notice the island shape is forming, though this is probably going to take a little bit. I will also do quite a few cuts, probably, because I can't talk about building the things forever. If you guys have topics you would like me to talk about, though, I can easily do that in the comments. I'll do plenty of research if it's something I don't know about, or if it's something dumb, I won't do it. Yeah, I can see you typing that comment, okay? Just, no. Okay, so we've got an alright shape. Already I'm disliking it some. I feel like I need to get more spread going on up here. We've got a good template, not gonna lie. But what it needs is something like this along the top to kind of push along its progress and show you that it is indeed expanding out into an island. Also, from a view such as this, it's already actually looking pretty okay. I would like to not make them all that tall, actually. So let's start downsizing this and go ahead and just say that this is the height. Huh. Would you look at that? I think we've got ourselves an island asset. From here, we can kind of freely rotate this and do whatever we need to with it, so that's cool. Now that we've got a small island set up, which I will add some grass on top, though in the actual construction, you might see me changing that around some, since we could have different themed islands, and they will be very much varying in size, hopefully. I mean, all depends on how much time I put into this, but I do want it to look cool, so I will try and put quite a bit of time into it. So, we've got our little island over there, and if we were to want to grab it, which we will eventually, all we have to do is hit P, which makes this little invisible box, drag it over the whole thing, hold Shift, hit G, and done. That puts it all in a group, so then you can move it around, Control-C, Control-V, that copies it. And then, most of the time, rotation in Crunker is broken. But, for whatever reason, they did a really good job when making rotation with groups. That's why, whenever you rotate a group, it will not be broken. In order to show you what I mean, though it's getting a little off topic, if I drag this all the way down here, you'll notice its hitbox actually functions as intended. If I go to hit test map, and then I didn't add a spawn point. Okay, not the brightest I am, but you're going to want to go to tools, and spawn point is within your tools. Now that there's a spawn point in which you spawn upon, you can test map. Now when you test map, you will have yourself a grand old island. This doesn't look too bad. The scaling doesn't feel awful. There's a certain scene that I kind of sketched out, and that's kind of the end goal of this. But I will try and add... Sorry. I will try and add as much character around this as I can. And yeah. So with that said, let's get into more asset making. So, in order to do this, we'll want a tree. In fact, we can even make variants. But I'm gonna stick to not doing that, because I don't have that kind of patience. That's why we shall design a pretty nice tree. In fact, we may have about 3 variants, just to make the land feel a bit more interesting. So this can be more of like a little pine tree. Now, I don't want these islands to feel too small, but I don't want the player to feel too big or anything. That's actually, wait, what am I doing? Okay, just bring that back up, and so allow me to show you. Spawn point, done. So this is how big a player is. I want these trees to be pretty large in comparison, but I want the islands to be much larger than even that. That's why, in order to scale these up a little bit in comparison to a player, I will go ahead and group them back to... You can't combine groups. Well, if I stop all groups and hit Shift G, that should move the entire group together. Now if I go into scale mode and... So we're going to want to make this a good brown for a tree. And to do that, dirt is the immediate brown of this game, but I feel like that works better on the oaks. Though we can edit the color, so let's just see. Ooh. Okay, so we can get a real good red tinted brown. In fact, I'm just about feeling that if we turn that down... Alright, that's a pretty good pine. Alright, so now if we hit Shift R in order to copy that, come over here since it moves slightly that way and align them, because whenever you copy an object, there's like a random chance that it will just shift over some. I don't know if that is actually random chance, but from what I've seen, it looks like random chance. So, I'm going to try making like a grass, I guess, since I'm kind of just using things that fit the color. And yeah, looks fine to me. So now we just want to take that... Oh wait, before we do that, I want to make the leaves non-solid, so you just phase through them. That's because I don't want any climbing over the trees being exploitable. That's why collidability is now turned off. You will see that this turned blue, meaning it no longer has a physical hitbox, you only see it. And that allows for you to do a lot of stuff. Turn that down quite a bit, bam. Now Shift R that, separate them a little bit, and I don't know how big this will turn out if I do this the lazy way, but you might as well just try. Doesn't look bad. You can always just look at it in test mode anyway. So boop, and boop, and boop. Sorry if this series doesn't end up being all that exciting. If it isn't, I'll try and spice it up in editing, but, you know, like, just, actually, I'm gonna try making a poll. If I can figure out how to make a poll, you'll see a little white corner, or, not a white corner, you'll see a little white icon where that little X is, like, around here. So, like, click that to join the poll or whatever that I may end up just not making. And I'm also going to completely just embarrass myself if I don't do it. Me, please, get to work on that. It's gonna be really embarrassing if you don't do this. Okay. This pine tree feels too uniform. I don't like it. But I feel like if we just go one more layer down, check to make sure that's nice and layered, what I'm going to do now is start just dragging these apart some. So, I want it to be to where a player can easily run under it without worries of smacking into it or just phasing through it. So you'll only ever really see its non-solidity if you intentionally go up and try and go through. Huh, actually that kind of fixes it some. And I think in order to top it all... Whoops. Ah, crap. Wait. There. In order to top it all off, I think I'll get a small layer that surrounds the log in the middle. And just kind of... I'm not going to make it solid, because a lot of the time with spruces, you can see the center. And so what I'm going to do is just make it so like every other one, you don't see it. It's kind of lazy design, but in the end, I feel that it works to kind of bush it up some. In fact, in order to add just that little bit more depth to it, I'll add them kind of phasing in some, not too badly though. Just layer it up. Whoop. Okay, that looks awkward. You see? And there we go. Alright pine tree. In fact... Oh gosh, that's a bit much. Wait. I think I just said straight back to the way it was, didn't I? Okay, wait. You know what? Yeah. There. That is our little pine tree. It's not the best thing I've ever made. It's not the worst thing I've ever made. And so, right here, just extend out the little box, and Shift-G that. So now if we just copy it over, bring it down, and set it straight... Sorry. And set it straight down onto the floor here. Now, we can hit test map. And, because we've hit test map now, we can see. So it is very much glidable. Feels just fine. And phasing through the leaves isn't all too weird. I'm not a big fan of it. And I may give collidability back to those. In fact, it could be fun if you're able to, like, jump into the tree and then shift down into the leaves. So make it so you can't actually just phase through the leaves, but rather shift through them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so this right here is solid, and this here. So, it's a little bit shorter than player. But if you shift down and crouch, that allows you to go between the layers, so you can kind of sit in there and shoot. I don't know, it's a bit of a camper's thing. I don't really like camping myself, but I do like to add little things for every kind of player, so I think I'll try that. And I'm afraid that this has not retained its hitbox, which is strange, because in the past I have seen it retain its hitbox. Well, as undesirable as that is, we'll just kind of have to deal with that. And I'll make more little islands, but I won't show it on camera because it's going to be even more boring than the first time. And with that said, let's go on to the next kind of tree. Alright guys, so this next kind of tree we're going to be making, I just stole the stem from over there. Stem, that is not the right word. I just stole the trunk from over there. And for this, I want to make more of a classical little spruce tree. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I can't be bothered to talk today properly. I want to make a little bit of a oak tree here, which will probably turn out okay, I guess. I'm expecting this one to probably go even worse, and the last one didn't go all too well. I am not a super experienced person in the editor. I'm just a person who kind of learned some stuff by fiddling around. So don't expect this to be a, oh wow, that turned out so beautifully, because it's not going to be that kind of series. I'm kind of just messing around. Okay, let's take this, grow it out this way. Oh my. Okay, grow it out this way and make it lightly poke out that end. Make it a little shorter. That's alright. Yeah. So now take this, bring it up, and shrink that down. So now if we can bring it over and place it on top of this, we can drag that up and start our leaf layer. This one will very much have solid leaves, because if it didn't, then that wouldn't, yeah, it wouldn't look all too great on the map and stuff. Oh my, this is quite a disgusting tree. Not really. It feels like it was just dunked in mud. Just someone grabbed it and dunked it in mud. Also, the roots feel horribly small. So let's just take that and expand it a little. Okay. Yeah, this really isn't going nearly as well, but it will look better with the top actually turned to green. In fact, I'm going to do a default for this so I can really have a more... oh gosh. Actually... oh, that looks silly. Wait. No. Definitely not. It's not the worst, but still not happening. Yeah, no, grass. Grass just works for this. So let's lighten up that color some. I want the foliage to really add to it. I will speak in these terms, but do not at all expect any of my words to really reflect my skill. I speak as though I'm much better at this than I am, but I'm not that good, please. So just don't judge the end result too bad, okay? Okay, so take this, and I want to do a very simple little tree. Nothing complicated. Ew. I already hate it. Okay, so actually, wait, no, wait. Do that, translate mode. This wasn't the worst. I just need to make this thicker. And once that is thicker, which now it is, now I bring it down. I could just grab assets from other people, but I'm not a big fan of doing that. I have done that before when making maps, but honestly I like making them myself. And I wouldn't have content here if I didn't. So, yeah. And if you don't like it, you're the one who chose to watch it. Deal with it. Shift R that, and then I'm going to bring it... Oops. Bring it there. I missed. Bring it there. I'm still missing. Bring it there. Oh, man. Okay, bring it there, and done. Okay. I need to add just little bits here and there. Otherwise, this will remain to look as bad as it is. And I don't think any of us here would like that. Actually, never mind. There's a good chance someone would for some very odd reason. Okay. I think I'll add just one last little bit of, like, extension onto this. And maybe, like, a tiny block over in the side here, just be in a corner. That should give it a different feel on every side. I don't want to make them too distinct in their shape, though. Otherwise, they will start kind of just covering each other up, almost. Like every one of them is a duplicate, and you can very obviously tell. And I don't want that to be the case. So, it's not good. And I will actually go through with what I said before, as in make it so you can kind of just duck between these. Collidable, non-collidable, non-collidable. And it'll make it a little too obvious if I keep up the pattern up here, so I want it to be more of a little hidden detail. That's nice. Okay. Now, we've got a pine tree, we've got an oak tree, and we've got a very tiny island. I will make some bigger islands, but that's more of a building segment, not asset creation. Now, to create our grass asset, because while there is grass, I do want to add little grass tufts to make this a little bit cooler. In fact, I may even go even I may go even further beyond even that. As in, I'm going to make kind of little grass fields. That could be cool. Like you can crouch down in them and stuff. I don't know. It's an idea. And because of that, going to go ahead and get to work on that. So do this, and then you just kind of give them little varying heights. And Shift R that. Bring it over. Nah, I'm not feeling that. Definitely not feeling that. In fact, let's even make the size 0.5, which I don't know if it'll let me. Did you become smaller, bud? Nah, you didn't become smaller. Well, that's a disappointment. You're a disappointment. Okay, then. Scratch that, then. Tiny grass tuft it is. So, our little grass tuft will be in here. He's gonna be just a little guy. And give him just a little bit of boop and a little bit of that and that. Okay. And, of course, this is going to be non-collidable because generally people do not just smack into grass and fall over. Oh, man. I wish the world was like that, though. Just good old Tom's just walking down the street and then grass right there, just standing in his way. He's just like, grass, I will defeat you. I will surpass you. But the grass is like, nah, nah. You've got it all wrong. You see, I am this world's ultimate creature. Alright, guys. So, now for the main attraction, which is a good old time lapse of this map becoming a map and not a flat plane of existence. For this, I have no idea what I'm going to do, so honestly, just, I'll let the time lapse begin after I go and grab that sheet that I sketched out because that looked really cool and I would love to recreate it. So, see you then! Hello, YouTube! Oh
And
wait,
welcome.
no, this isn't the start. Ah, gosh. Okay, hi, welcome back. I've got another guy here.
Hello.
For now, you can just call him Big, Fat, and Ugly.
Ouch.
Okay, fine. No, you can call him Caleb. He's going to be on the channel way more. In fact, if any of you guys have seen the beginning, he is the guy that I said would be joining me later on. You should say something. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm sorry,
Okay, yes. You're a little more in the video. Okay.
now
By the way, big ouch. Big ouchies.
if you can't tell, I am a god at this game compared to him.
Ah, yes, totally.
Yeah. You dare oppose me, mortal?
Nah, I always oppose you. I already opposed you. Like might. Get out of here with your you dare oppose me. Oh, by the way, this is meant to have way more jump force and a little bit less gravity. This would be a lot more fun if we were like dashing around at high speeds.
Dashing through the fields, trying to shoot my friend's head off. It's so fun when you hit them, my headshot.
Oh wait. I thought I still had the shotgun for some reason. Except I started shooting and I was like, oh wait, okay, yeah, that's a lot closer range than I thought. Oh dang! Dang! You just got long ranged, man. I am sorry for that. That was cruel. Guys, I do not endorse animal cruelty on this channel.
Wow, animal cruelty, huh? That's where we're going with this now.
I don't know what you mean. Oh. Aw. I was gonna hide in the water.
No, what's happening? I can't move!
I don't even know if my bullets are able to reach you, actually.
I can't.
Well, that's cool. So, basically, you're immortal from that side of the map right now. Oh, by the way, I thought I turned off the sniper, actually, because there's a certain place you're supposed to go to get the sniper. Man, I just messed this map up a bunch.
By the way, you can't touch the wall, otherwise you just frick up. Like, you can't use anything.
What?
Yeah.
I want to touch the wall. Let me touch the wall.
You'll literally just, like, glitch out and can't use your weapons.
I'm touching the wall. It's fine. In fact, the wall feels pretty nice.
Then what's up with me?
I have no idea. You're perfectly shooting.
I know, but I mean, like, it messed me up for a second. Like, I couldn't do anything.
Well, that's probably just on Crunker. Like, on the game Crunker, like, their fault.
God, I'm so good at this game. You're trash.
Ah, yes. Complete garbage I am.
Master Yoda, I am not. Trash, though. I am that.
Trash I am.
Shit in the garbage, I do.
Garbage sitting. I perform. Okay, what kind of class should I grab?
No life I do have.
Since you're going to be a sniper, I'm going to combat you with the worst version of the sniper. It's the only logical option.
You can't combat me. I am in the floor.
What? How? No, how does that happen?
I don't know. It's great, though.
I'm not going to change that if I found out what's causing that, because that's just too good. Nah. I only have one goal now. Also, you'll notice that the shadows are stripy in places. That's really weird.
I jumped out of the ground.
Too bad for you, now you're my prey. Come here, little bunny with a revolver.
Oh god.
You're my prey. Okay.
No. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to touch the water, right? Oh no, I can touch the water.
Oh, nah, you can touch water. Water's just fine. Take a bath if you want. Take a bath with my knife! Or don't.
Yeah, I really kind of don't want to.
It's a fair thing. Oh!
Oh!
Do you know how hard of a flex that is? That was using a crossbow.
See, that's what we like to call flexing on the flex. You flex so hard that you start to flex.
Like, why does this thing only get one shot per load as well?
I mean, to be fair, that's how a real crossbow works.
Yeah, but, like, this thing is so crappy.
I mean, I feel like it should travel... I feel like it should travel at a higher velocity, at least like an assault rifle, how it's just instant transmission, pretty much.
Yeah, no.
Unlike... I mean, like, I could get it if it... I mean, at least it's like a one-shot, you know?
Yeah, but that's because you're using one of the lower health guys, aren't you?
Oh, I'm at 100.
Huh. Still, like, Sniper does all the same, but then better. Like, that was aimed directly on you. But then it's just like, let's just be slow.
How about no?
You know, I'm pretty sure a player could just about outrun the crossbow bullet. Like, all you have to do is move, and then I practically just can't hit you. If you're standing What?
You predicted me.
Actually, no, that made no sense. I was aiming, like, way over to the right of where you were, and then the bullet just shot towards the right of where I shot. Wow.
Bernard! Ah.
Now, crossbow would be fun if it were, like, the unit of running around and just one-popping. Kind of how people normally play sniper.
Ah.
What? Okay, I'm going to instant replay that in slow motion in the footage. Cause that... Oh my! That shot didn't make sense!
I just hit a nice 360 no-scope on you.
Okay, no, but I shot nowhere close to you, and then the bullet went straight to you!
Maybe that's its biggest, maybe that's why it's kinda good. It has a massive hitbox. The arrow is just a person.
Nah, the arrow's just a planet. You're just like...
Nah, more like your darkness swallowed my son.
No!
Who
Dang, I'm
decided that?
stupid. I'm stupid. Not only did I start the game before switching classes, but I also spawned in the ground and jumped straight back out of it. Aw. There was an attempt. The bowman is so useless. Okay, FAMAS, the other newer one.
And then
Ooh,
you just
what?
have Eagle.
They have like a bunch of new what's the word? Reticles? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, let's see. I like the underline. Oh yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Oh no! I switched. Okay, I hate
Funny
that.
thing, like my reticle disappeared there as well, so that was kind of just a hope
Oh,
and
so you think that
shoot,
crossbow was a flex? No,
kind of. Unless you're just gonna switch to runner or not.
I'm switching to Deagle.
Do you think you're really flexing when you could have been a runner?
I mean, I'm a Deagle. 24 damage. Even a normal pistol does that much damage.
Wait a moment.
You know what?
Aw, man. Just switched my primary out. So you can't carry two primaries.
I'm in, boy.
Nah. Nah.
What?
Nah. I think not thought. Are you seriously a runner right now?
I'll deflect your bullets.
Okay.
Come at me! Come at me! Oh, come on!
Okay. GG.
It's over, Anakin.
I'm the
I
best.
have the high
Confirmed.
ground. Oh, come on!
You just get bippity bopped from range. Ranges you ain't never seen. I'm just gonna go like spray and pray style. With a FAMAS. Like the opposite of what's spray and pray.
So you have chosen death.
Kinda, yeah. Okay, spray and prays are probably best suited to the spray and pray.
I hit my balls.
Oh. What?
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 What are you even playing?
What do you mean, what am I playing?
You're playing LMG.
Nah, I'm playing Picasso. It's a really cool skin, and I don't know why it's common, because it's super cool. Okay, great, you're too far from me. Like, far too far. Hit, and bam. You're not getting me today, son. Let me give you a small lesson in how to be cool. So first, you want to run at your opponent, then you want to die. And then, you're like the coolest who ever lived. Why are you not killing me? Please. Please. I'm going to break my own instructions if you don't kill me soon. Okay, thank you. Should we, like, end the video?
Probably.
Okay. Bye!
No, don't you mean arcade bye?